Hey folks, recap of today's Common Sense Club and the Scott Hannon Show. Just going to tackle one story here kind of as a recap, and that's something first reported by wrapup of the Say Anything blog. Has to do with an elected Republican in North Dakota, as of now nameless. We don't know who this person is, but being encouraged to run against Rick Berg for the Senate nomination by Jim DeMint, by Dick Armey of Freedom Works, by the Club for Growth, all solid conservative groups and individuals. Of course, Jim DeMint, you think of Jim DeMint, you think of Rubio down in Florida, you think of the guy who ultimately said we don't have enough conservatives in the United States Senate and got involved in primary battles. Now, we are told by this individual, according to the reporting at Rob's blog, Say Anything blog, that in fact these folks are encouraging this elected Republican in North Dakota right now, this elected Republican, to ultimately challenge Rick Berg. So we don't. Here's what I plan to do. I'm going to ask Jim DeMint flat out. He doesn't have to tell me who it is because we don't know who this person is. Right now, this person is having a conversation with Rob Porter at the Say Anything blog, but has not gone public. But I do plan to ask Jim DeMint as soon as possible, Dick Armey from Freedom Works and the Club for Growth, number one, if this is true. Number two, to specifically lay out their concerns about Rick Berg, because I think that's fair. This is interesting. I mean, it could mean North Dakota would have one heck of a battle. And quite honestly, whoever emerges, that's a good thing. I think Rick Berg has said, bring it on. I think others have said, bring it on. So it isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just kind of a curious little political intrigue to this whole story. Let us know what you think on the Scott line, 855-200-1776. Do you think Rick Berg's conservative credentials are in question? Anything in his short term in the House that you've not liked, if you're a member of the Tea Party, you're a Republican, you're a conservative, about his voting record? We've had some discussion about that. I don't think that sentiment is widespread. I think it's out there. We hear it, but I don't think there's a grass fire, so to speak, from the grassroots on this particular issue. But want your take on it? Call us on the show. Email me, Scott@scotthannon.com, or weigh in on the Scott line at 855-200-1776.